come in.
Hi there, Alicia.
Hi.
I'm Kalie with ADP.
Hi, nice to meet you,
It's
Kalie.
nice to meet you, too. Do you mind if I have a seat?
No, go for it.
How are you doing today?
Oh, great. Just super busy, as always.
Yeah, I know last time we talked, you guys were making that transition from summer into fall, and it was kind of a crazy summer, I bet, for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Was it slow?
The landscaping business is absolutely crazy right now.
Yeah.
We barely even had a winter last year, and we've just been going on since then, so it's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, my dad owns a landscaping company, and I have some other clients that are landscapers.
Really?
And because that summer was so slow for them, it really hurt their summer, but it's kind of helping them right now because they're able to kind of pick back up some of that business that they lost, and people are needing the help, and since their grass is growing back finally and all that stuff.
Yep, the drought was kind of a pain for us, but yeah, it's definitely picked back up.
Well, good. That's really good. Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I know that you guys are busy, but I really do appreciate it. You know, on the phone, we were able to kind of talk a little bit about your system. I know that you're using QuickBooks right now, but, you know, I'd love to just learn a little bit more about it. So today, I know that you don't have much time. I really just want to be able to learn a little bit more about the company and see, you know, the system that you guys are using now and maybe some things that could be better for you guys. And maybe if ADP has those things and we have those benefits that we can offer you, I'd really like to move forward with this and see if maybe we can do a run for you guys and see how you like it. Does that sound like something you would like to do?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and tell me how many employees you have right now?
On payroll, we have 35 employees right now.
Okay, and are they like mostly salary or some hourly? How do you do that?
They're mostly hourly.
Are they?
Hourly guys.
Okay. And then do you guys like run by season?
We're basically year-round, although during the winter times we have to lay some people off. So our employee size fluctuates. Okay. But for right now, we're going to stay around that 35 mark.
Okay, and how often do you pay them?
Every week.
Okay. That's common in the landscape business.
Yes, they want that paycheck every Friday.
Yes, yes, definitely. So can you explain to me just kind of the process that you use right now?
Okay, so right now I'm using QuickBooks, which is our general ledger, to input the payroll. So I'm inputting the hours right now through QuickBooks.
Okay.
From there, it basically does everything. It's totaling up all my taxes and everything like that. And then I'm just printing the checks off for the employees. So I print the checks off, and then I log on and deposit all the taxes myself.
Okay. And then you said that you are printing off the checks for everyone. Do you just print off checks, or do you guys have direct deposit right now?
Everyone's getting a live check right now. It costs more through QuickBooks to do direct deposit. So it's just not something that we've looked into doing.
Okay. So if you guys, like, is that something that you're maybe looking to change with the direct deposit? Like, has that ever been an issue for you?
Well, recently, having the owner have to sign all the checks every week has been kind of a pain for him. So it would be nice, just because we're so busy right now. It's one less thing that I have to print the checks off. But is it feasible is the question.
Yeah, definitely. So with him having to sign them and with you having to print them off, how much time do you think that takes you?
Well, tracking him down is probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
So come Fridays when I'm printing the checks off, trying to track him down because the guys are wanting their checks.
Yeah.
It's probably the most frustrating thing. Time-wise, it could take up to an hour to get all those checks printed and signed and everything.
Really? So in that hour, like, what other things could you be doing? I know you said that you're growing and getting bigger. You know, what other things could you be doing in that hour?
Well, we're bringing a lot of new employees on, so making sure that I have all the correct documentation for them and all the reporting that I need to do. That's something that I've been working on lately.
Okay, and then, you know, you said that you're bringing a lot of employees on. How are you guys doing that right now? Like, I know that there's some filing that needs to happen for that. How are you doing that?
Well, based on just the information that they give me, the form, like the W-4 and the I-9 that they have to fill out, I'm putting all their new hire reporting together and sending that off to the state. So there's just different documentation on the compliance side that I'm doing.
How is that working for you? Do you like it so far? Is it kind of difficult?
it's difficult because the state and the federal, they want separate things. But I'm figuring it out slowly. I'm just hoping that I'm doing it the right way.
Yeah, definitely. Has there ever been a time where maybe it hasn't worked out so well and it wasn't done properly?
Well, there's been times when I've messed up and gotten a penalty from the IRS or something like that. It's not been a huge deal, but it's definitely something that we're wanting to shy away from, and it's obviously why I wanted to hear what you had to say today.
Yeah. Well, I know that you said, like, some of the things that you talked about where you're not having direct deposit right now, which, is, like, working for the moment, but maybe having to track down the owner and get him his signature and those things are taking a little bit more time than you would like. And, obviously having to do the filing, that's something I would never want to do because I've seen the nightmare that it can be. So, that can kind of cause penalties from the IRS and things that really aren't great for the company and probably things that don't need to be happening that are. So ADP is a payroll process, but we do offer a lot of things that are great that can really benefit companies. We work with small businesses. That's what my section is. So I work with all companies that are 1 to 50 employees.
Okay.
So what ADP has done is developed a program that is based on small businesses. We reached out to our clients to see what they want in their payroll process, and this is what they came back to us and said. Okay. So you said that you work online right now with QuickBooks. It's kind of the same process with ADP. We have an online system. We can do it anytime, anywhere, so you don't need to be on a computer that has the QuickBooks software. Okay. What that means is if you have a smartphone, which I see you do, you can even do it from there.
Wow.
So it's really easy. It's a really easy process to run. Literally, it's a couple clicks and you're done. Okay. So it's a really easy, quick process for us and for you as well. So there's a couple different things that we offer. What we're looking at mainly with you right now would be like our payroll process. That's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So we have the paychecks, obviously. And the different way that ADP processes their paychecks are you can do your live ones like you guys are doing now.
Okay.
We also have a direct deposit, and then we have things such as like pay cards that they can load their money onto and then use them where they need to. So we have that direct deposit, which is right in there. And I know for a company like landscaping, sometimes you need those live checks, and then sometimes you need the direct deposit. And then you also, the pay card helps a lot in landscaping companies.
Definitely.
So that would really be, I think, of a benefit for you guys because now you're going to have that direct deposit aspect of things that you that you don't have right now. And it's included in the price. These are all bundled packages, so you can, that's just included in your price that you have.
Okay.
We also have, what we have is that we file all of your taxes and all that stuff for you. So you said that you go from your general ledger and then you log in and you pay your taxes right there. So instead of doing that, we take that from you and we pay those for you.
Okay.
So we take that out of the out of your account, and we pay those all for you, and we also take liability for those. So if something's done wrong or anything like that, ADP is the one that comes back on, not on your company.
Okay.
As far as your reporting goes, you talked about that as well. And we, ADP also does that for you guys. So we do all of your new hire reporting. So you're collecting all of those papers and things, but we enter it in, and then we make it sure that it gets to the right place with the state and the federal. We make sure that it gets to both those places that it needs to go. That helps you guys out so much because that can be a huge headache, and I've seen it be a huge headache.
Right.
So ADP does that for you and makes sure that it gets to those proper places.
Okay.
And we do so many of them that our error rate is not there. So,
gotcha.
Those are just some things that we have to offer that I know would be of great benefit for your business, and I've seen it be beneficial for other landscape companies as well.
Okay.
So how do you feel about this and the whole process?
Well, I definitely see a benefit in having the direct deposit and obviously taking the liability off of our shoulders when it comes to all the tax depositing and calculating and filing, all of that. What it's really going to come down to, and ultimately it's going to be my decision, but from a cost standpoint, is that something that our organization can afford?
Yeah.
And I know you said it's built for small businesses, but we definitely would want to narrow down and figure out if it's something feasible for us.
Yeah, I completely understand. You know, I've had a lot of other companies that have felt that same way. But what we found is just that this is a product that we made for small businesses. So we're competitive with all these prices. We're competitive with the price of your QuickBooks. And the things that you gain from our system, the direct deposit that you're going to gain, the filing that you're going to gain, the tax compliances that you're going to gain, and then all the time that you're going to gain just from having this system really are a benefit to you. And, you know, those are definitely things to weigh out when you're making that decision.
Sure. Okay.
So I think that this would be a really great thing for you. And I just, you know, we can even run a couple payrolls and see how it goes for you if you would like to do that. You know, I think that it's a great product. I really think that you're going to find benefit in it. So, you know, maybe we could get some information and then we can start doing, you know, along with the process of ADP.
Yeah, I think maybe scheduling a separate or a subsequent visit to go over a proposal of some sort, and figuring out, getting the business owner in here as well, so we can all make a decision on whether we want to move forward.
Okay.
But I'm definitely interested.
Okay, great. Well, let's go ahead and set up another time to do that.
Okay.
And when do you guys run your next payroll?
We have a check date for not tomorrow, but next Friday.
Okay, so what if I came in here like beginning of next week and we tried to sit down then?
Yeah,
Does that
great.
work? Okay, so maybe Monday?
Monday's fine.
Okay, great. Well, I'll send you an email, but I'm going to leave this with you. And in here is some forms that I'm going to need you to fill out and get back to me at the next meeting, just so that if we choose to go along with this, we can speed up that process and hopefully run your next payroll then.
Okay, that's okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Kalie.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
You too.